I've been begging you to hit the record button.
I'll hit you. Hey, folks.
Wait, we got a truck going by. Let the truck go by. All right, there we go. Now you go.
Hey, folks, it's...
No, wait a second. No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
You done?
Yeah, I think so.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Hey, folks, it's Uncle Tony and his sidekick, Shecky. We're coming to you not live from Uncle Tony's studio.
The Uncle Tony studio.
And it's a Catholic and a Jew reacting to The Man in the High Castle. We're on episode 6.
You're getting very good at that.
The 1, 2, 3 monkeys.
3 monkeys.
Episode 6.
He's not the best color man in the business for nothing, folks. People were. I've got a couple of the episodes posted now, so people are coming along the journey on Man in the High Castle, and yeah, they feel for you after episode 2.
I'm in pain, man.
Well, I described it to somebody.
This is pain.
I described it to somebody as a gatekeeping episode. Because if you can make it past that episode...
This episode, 3 monkeys?
No. That one where they killed the kids.
The previous, okay.
Yeah. If you can get past that, you can get past the rest of the season. And I think you'll agree, it hasn't been nearly that bad in the past few episodes.
It's kind of like I think that's because we're building... For one, that's because we're building up to 1 or 2 big events left in the season. For 2... I think that's the writers showing deference to the viewers and saying, "Here, look, we understand." No. So
we fucked you early on.
No. That's not what I was. I think that's true, but that's not what I was getting at. I was getting at the point that with showing the children, look, we understand this is very difficult subject matter. We're gonna make it hard on you the first few episodes and give you the opportunity to just say, "This isn't for me." I really believe that's what happened.
Well, that's sort of what I mean by a gatekeeper episode.
Right. I was agreeing.
If you don't make it past the second episode,
you're
not going to make it in through the rest of the season.
Right.
Although, it seems to have toned down a little bit after that.
Yeah. But I also think that's because we're building up to 1 to 3 big events that are intense. I don't know. I haven't seen this before. That's just what it feels like.
Yeah, I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
Yeah, have you seen the full first season?
I love this show.
Have you seen the first full season?
Actually, a couple of times.
Jeez.
I liked it so much.
So you know what happens.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying watching it with you. Well, okay, I'm conflicted.
You see what I deal with here?
I'm conflicted, actually, about sharing it with you because... there is one side of me like, this is a hate crime. Just making him watch this is me complicit with awful things.
I will say I watch this show and we turn it off and I go out into the real world and I have hope. I do. I really do.
Well,
watching this show in some strange way, it gives me hope about the society we live in. And I'll leave it at that because I know, I'll just leave it at that.
I think your mind is still gonna be blown by what's left to come, just in this season, let alone next season.
And you were telling me that the 4th season is going to be the final season.
I think that's what I read. I think they're gonna shut it down.
We need to double check that. Yeah.
But
why? Did they give a reason why?
Man, at some point. They just get kind of expensive.
Right.
And it's hard to put people together.
And quite honestly... Sorry, go ahead.
No. I mean, it's hard to put people together, especially after, they gained some notoriety from a show and suddenly they got busy.
And look...
And expensive.
Look. This is not some machine. It's a story. And you can't run a story on forever like you do a factory. And Lost, for instance, when ABC went to Lost to renew, right after the 3rd season, the writers of Lost were exhausted. Writing that show was incredibly hard, right? And the writers, hold on, I'll tie it back. The writers were hoping, they could just walk off and finish the show, and the ABC was like, we can end the show. And they're like, oh, thank God. And they hit him with after another 7 seasons. And that just drives to my point of it makes sense that they might be ending it around 4 seasons because, again, this is a story. It's not a factory. It's not a machine. It can't go on indefinitely like this, just churning things out.
Something I might need to cut. Have you seen Lost?
Yeah.
All of it?
Not all of it. But I've heard interviews of the writers.
But have you watched it like from which early, late Lost?
I've watched
or you
bits
just,
all
you
over.
just jumped in and out? We've had a request from one of our viewers.
Oh fuck!
to deep dive Lost, and
the whole show.
I'm sort of tempted to do it.
Okay. If you want to do this,
I mean, we got to add something to our lineup here pretty soon. Well, you want to go back? I mean, we could.
How, do you want to put up? You want to react to every show?
Oh, Lost! I think we'd have to, because they all
but
really
you
tie
realize
into each other.
I'm just telling you right now. If we do that, it's gonna take a lot of weed.
This already takes a lot of weed.
No.
This already takes a lot of weed.
This is just crumbs. Okay.
Odd thing is, you didn't have to move the eagle.
Fuck.
It was already here.
Fuck. Well, we use a bald eagle. They just have a fucking Nazi eagle.
I don't think eagles have political parties.
Bald eagles are American. This would have made it. This episode specifically, I think, would have made a great Twilight Zone episode. I presume. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like the premise for a Twilight Zone episode. I think. And it was nice of him to invite him over.
Was it?
I don't know. I mean, that's what it seemed like. Unless he kills him today.
Joe! See, Kyle. Glad you could make it.
Jesus Christ.
Saw you in the parade on TV. It's really something.
Oh, yes, it was. Hey, Harry. Say Kyle. Say Kyle.
Jesus Christ. Is he Jewish, the actor?
Rufus Sewell?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Joe's here.
Hi, Joe.
My wife, Helen.
I'm so glad you could join us.
Thank you for inviting me, man.
I am not your mother. You can call me Helen. Kids?
Yeah.
He's more so law enforcement.
Come on. I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand his role in society.
He's not in charge of, like, on the streets sort of police. He's in charge of the deep investigations, the SS stuff. So more like an FBI.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
FBI, CIA, NSA.
Yeah. He's like one of those. He's a head of one of those big departments.
Yeah.
You wanna play catch?
Sure. So how did you get to be working with my dad?
You decided to give me a shot?
Long Island.
Just lucky, I guess.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to
Part of the
college?
Long Island Nazis.
I went straight to work
God damn, man.
in a factory.
I have family in Great
We're in
Neck.
the Hitler Youth.
Montauk.
Sure. Right up until they kicked me out.
Oh, fuck.
You wanna join the SS?
There's so many things I like to do. Places I like to go. But sure.
Any word on the conference?
Well, they're saying he survived.
Few will be believed.
It's a daily count blessings. Speaking of which, my mother-in-law's flight's also been affected. We have a spare seat at our table.
Ah.
Oh, why not? How long since we saw each other?
Not the best.
15 years?
For old time's sake.
It's
Yeah.
Bada boom.
Sure.
insist.
Just like the old days, being
Sound-
bullied by Fiona Smith.
Well, what do you say?
Thank you.
Sounds like they've been through a lot together. Like
Besides,
they're war
Joe
buddies.
Blake, Rudolph Wagner. colleague, close friend.
Good to meet you, sir.
Rudolph, likewise.
Let's get you fed.
Demoralize people.
Get some snacks, buddy. Pretzels.
Strongest political weapons.
I'll go.
He's gonna go back into that room.
There's a file that says grasshopper on it.
Intelligence.
You're gonna enjoy this.
I really hope. Oh! To life! Mr. To life! L'chaim!
He had nowhere else to go. He just sort of ended up there. There's a curfew. He can't be out on the street. He's in the mission
Is there
district.
always a curfew?
I think because of the prince being shot.
Oh.
So he went to this guy's house.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have come here.
But you did.
Ay,
You did, Frank.
You're gonna feel real homey Jewish here.
I hope so.
Life, why did you say that? Why?
Well, why do you think?
You know, I think I remember hearing it as a kid. My grandfather, maybe. I'm not Jewish.
That's okay. We won't hold it against you. It's okay. Frank, it's Charlie, Clara, kids, it's Frank. Yeah, it's the three of us now.
What is
Losing people is one thing.
Jewish?
Not being allowed to grieve for them. It's,
So he's not Jewish, but he's honoring his wife and their other child.
Frank, would you mind if we said a prayer, the kids and me, for Laura and John
Oh,
and Emily?
We're back.
Wait. How does he know him again? How do they know each other?
Casual acquaintances through his brother-in-law.
Who just lost his wife?
Yes, but only had the service because he had to have it for his business relationships. It would be wrong if you didn't grieve, that kind of thing. So that's why the Japanese were there, just showing deference to their friend. Yeah. But she found the room. She found Sakura.
Sakura.
Cherry blossom.
Yep. That looks about right.
Yiskadal v'yiskadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
Ve'almandi v'rach Yerusei v'yamlich machusei.
He's got the ch down.
Yeah, he does.
Yomechon uv'chayei dechol beis Yisroel.
Wow. Beautiful.
Ba'arolam
Told you.
Beautiful.
Feel a little better here.
Isman
Yeah, they kill the kids in the second episode. They wait to give you the good
I appreciate that. Amen. Amen.
amen. And the odd thing is, it's probably the most dangerous scene in the movie so far.
Yeah.
Or in the
How did she
series.
get in there? With the security card?
Shemei
Yeah.
Rabba and Barach La'alam u'lamei Amaya.
How did she get the security card?
Yisbarach v'yishtabach v'yispa'ar v'yishraman v'yisnasei v'yishadar v'yisaleh v'yisalah shemei d'kodesh ha'barichu le'alam imchol birchasa v'shirasa tushbechasa v'nechamasa da'anoram ve'oram.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck, dude? What?
Her stepdad, or, you know, however you look at him,
He was the one?
who's... Oh, Frank.
What?
Frank's starting to break down.
I'm trying not to.
Is it? Is it getting to you too?
What do you fucking think?
I don't feel it. I don't have the Yiddish in me.
Yeah, but you also have empathy.
Look.
What is he gonna do? What is the fucking Obergruppenführer gonna bust in there and kill him?
What do blank pages mean?
What do blank pages mean? It's a trap?
Oh, fuck. Look Frank go.
Amen. Give me an amen. Yes! Take that, Nazis. You can't fucking stomp us out of existence. It's a trap. That fucking look on his face. It was a trap, so I was right.
Yeah. That was the end of the episode, is what I'm like. Oh, fuck, goddamn. It's the end of the episode. You alright? You feeling it? They save it for so long. And then, like I said, it becomes the most dangerous thing we've
Judaism.
seen. Yeah?
That was beautiful.
An honest...
That moved me. It moved me.
Glad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You see, that is the magic of filmmaking. It makes you feel and it makes you think all at once. That's incredible.
Don't hurt your brain now.
I'm hurt.
And I was, again, I'm going by my recollections, and I've watched the series over a couple of times. I'm so waiting for stuff. I am so waiting for other stuff. Good stuff.
You know
Stuff-
what? It's like something is coming, you just don't know what. And the writers are very effective at making you feel that way.
Yeah.
You know something's coming.
I give the writers high credit because they paced this season pretty well, is what I'm noticing this time around. Is that the stuff that drops in a good rate. But I think Rufus Sewell as an actor.
He is. That look alone deserves an Oscar. That look deserves forget an Emmy.
Well,
Give him an Oscar.
I'll give you 3 moments. There's that look he did at the end when he caught Joe, because that's a good look. That I got you kind of look. There's that look on the couch when he's having a drink with Rudolph, and he's
being bashed about concentration camps.
and he's holding it back, And then there's the look that he gives him when he sees him at the airport.
Yes.
Like, hey, there's my old friend. And at that moment, as a viewer, as an audience member, you don't know he's fucking lying.
But you saw him.
He knows he's fucking lying.
But you know what? You saw some suspicion in him.
Yeah, you did.
It kind of reminds me of
Turns out he's there for a reason.
this whole strategy by the filmmakers reminds me of there's a scene in American Psycho when Willem Dafoe is first interviewing Christian Bale's character in his office, right? And they shot the scene 3 different ways. They shot the scene as if Willem Dafoe didn't know he was the killer. Willem Dafoe did know he was the killer.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe wasn't sure he was the killer. And what they did was, the genius of it is they edited all of them together.
Yeah.
And what I'm noticing now is it's not that necessarily they filmed it different ways. He's playing it different ways at different times to make us unsure. And that's genius.
Yeah, I mean...
Would you agree?
He's so sneaky.
He's so good.
He's so sneaky.
He's so good.
And I think you'll appreciate his sneakiness, because the sneakiness never stops. The sneakiness just keeps coming. And you got to appreciate that. All right. Oh, we've been talking. So, Man in the High Castle, a Catholic and a Jew reacting to some Nazis.
Shalom.
Episode 7 coming up next.
They can't take away everything.